Don't let a stroke happen to you. Know the signs and how to prevent one. Strokes are scary because they happen without warning and often without any symptoms. You can be sitting in a restaurant, enjoying your meal, when suddenly you start slurring your speech or feeling weak on one side of your body, only to find out later that you have suffered a stroke. It's scary enough to hear that someone else has had a stroke, let alone having one yourself. But there are ways you can prevent it from happening to you. Learn about the causes of stroke and how to prevent one, so it won't happen to you. A review of what's covered in this video. A stroke is caused by a blood clot that blocks blood flow from one of the major arteries in your brain. The effects vary depending on which side of your brain is affected. Still, they can include paralysis, speech difficulties, slurred speech, loss of sensation or feeling in half of your body, difficulty seeing out of one eye, nausea or vomiting. Stroke is often known as the great imitator because it can be difficult to diagnose. What is a stroke? A stroke happens when an artery in your brain bursts or becomes blocked, interrupting blood flow to your brain. This can deprive your brain of oxygen and nutrients, leading to lasting consequences that vary depending on how severe it is. Strokes are also known as brain attacks because they attack the cells in your brain. The different types of strokes. There are two different types of strokes, ischemic and hemorrhagic. An ischemic stroke happens when blood flow to an area of the brain stops due to a clot in an artery or a narrowing. A hemorrhagic stroke happens when there's bleeding into or around the brain. Signs that someone has had a stroke can be sudden weakness on one side of their body, slurred speech or difficulty swallowing. Strokes can happen at any age but are most common in people over 65. Getting medical attention as soon as possible is important if you think someone may have had a stroke. Subscribe. By subscribing to my YouTube channel, you will receive notifications about the highlights from my account. You can also get instant notifications whenever I upload a new video. Thank you. Signs of a stroke. Know what to look for. Symptoms can include sudden weakness of the face, arm or leg on one side of the body. Trouble speaking or understanding speech, sudden dizziness, loss of balance or coordination, sudden severe headache with no known cause. If you experience any of these symptoms, call 911 immediately. First aid for someone suffering from a stroke. When someone experiences a stroke, it is important to provide them with first aid as quickly as possible. Stroke symptoms include difficulty speaking, lack of movement on one side of the body, confusion, blurred vision, dizziness or vertigo, loss of balance or coordination, numbness on only one side of the face or body and slurred speech. If someone exhibits any of these symptoms, get medical attention right away. Prevention of an oncoming stroke. It is important to know the symptoms of an oncoming stroke. One symptom is slurred speech. If you notice that someone's speech sounds jumbled, it could be a sign of an oncoming stroke. Other symptoms include facial drooping, loss of balance or coordination, numbness in the face or arm, confusion, inability to see out of one eye, difficulty speaking, severe headache with no known cause, sudden dizziness and severe high blood pressure. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.